a Ford Mustang. This is quite a nice occasion, isn't it? So what I've decided to do, I've done a little Instagram post recently just talking about trying to get viewers' cars or subscribers' cars on my channel, and the reason for this is because I can sort of combine car trading with content and try and get some interesting cars, not only on the channel but as bits of stock as well. So this fella called Steve, who's actually a guy that I know, he's reached out and he's got a Ford Mustang that's been supercharged. He spent a bloody fortune on it, and I thought I'd love to buy it, but you know what, let's get it in as a bit of stock and let's do a video on it. If hell was a place on earth, I think it'd probably be under the bonnet of this bloody car, because look at it. Look at that car under the bonnet. Does that even shut, that bonnet? Look, that doesn't even look like it fits under there, does it? Now, these cars I think are 460 brake horsepower standard, 5 litre V8 naturally aspirated. But this one has got a supercharger on it, and it runs at 750 bhp, or it did run at 750 bhp. Then he's had a smaller pulley put on the supercharger, so we're guessing it runs at about 800 brake horsepower now. It's rear-wheel drive, just typical American stuff. And yeah, it's now coming as a bit of stock at Binker, right? We're doing it as a sale return. I'm selling it for the fella because it's an absolute gem of a car. The way, like, come to see me the other day and he was like, Calvin, I've got this Mustang, and I'm not a big American car fan. I quite like Mustangs, but I'm not a big lover of them. He said, I'll bring it up and I'll show you and I'll tell you what I've had done. When he pulled up in it and I looked at that front end, apparently that's a GT 500 front end as well. Mustang lovers will know a lot more about this car than I do. I looked at it as he pulled up. Let's shut that bonnet. It's like the world's heaviest bonnet, but Americans are all about that, and they weight things being big and strong, heavy, and loads of horsepower. And when he pulled up and I looked at that front end, yeah, I was like, mate, that car looks absolutely quality. Like, that is the angriest looking car I think I have ever seen. I love the red and black combo as well. That works really well. And I said to him, look, tell you what we'll do, let's get this car up for sale, but I need to do a video on it. But on the day that we met up, I was busy, it was about to rain, and we've waited for a dry day for me to come pick the car up, get it photographed, and take it for a drive. So what we'll do right now, because once again I am in a rush, Mustang people would have also noticed, by the way, that he's got the red rear lights, and apparently they don't come with them lights as standard. Yeah, we'll just jump in the driver's seat, go for a drive. Beast of a car in it. What am I doing? Right, hold on a minute, it's got an immobiliser. I'll just do this off camera quickly. Literally sounds like there's a person under the bonnet. When I say that, I mean there's like a scream from the supercharger. And that bonnet, on that note, I know I said to you how big, heavy and bold it is. When you sat in the driver's seat, you can barely see over it, man. I'm obviously quite a tall guy as well, and yeah, that's one serious bloody bonnet. Something else that Steve's done is he's installed the virtual dash from the later car. That's definitely a massive feature. This car was tuned, by the way, by JW Racing in Dunstable. I think they're part of Amber Performance. I've never dealt with them before. I know they've got a good reputation, so shout out to them, because Steve's been daily driving this car for a long time, good few years, and it's clearly very well done. So what else was I going to say? He did give me a list of things to talk about. This is why it's good to get owners on the channel, because the owners can explain themselves the car, because Calvin ain't got a bloody clue what he's talking about. Let's see he sent me a whole like list of everything he's had done. Meth injection is definitely worth mentioning that, isn't it? Doesn't rely on meth though, so it's not been mapped with meth, but it's obviously there as a precaution if you need it. Very neatly done in the boot, that is, and it's also got a boot build with kicker subs and amps and like literally he's gone to town there. But anyway, let's move it over to reverse with this Coyote short shift gear shifter or stick shift. It's got a rear view camera, make sure that front camera's on. You know what I mean? It's got all the mod cons, heated seats and all that. Let's get the heating turned down because that's blowing, that's going to bug the hell out of me. Go for a little drive. I ain't got a clue where I am. Quite a nice filming spot though, isn't it? This car's a beast. Absolute beast. Must be able to get out. Yeah. Even the front end, it's got like a bloody front end like a Rolls Royce. I'm pulling out of here, like the car is in the middle of the road and my head can't see past the bollard. There we go. Let's go. I had it running during doing cinematics, so it is nice and warm. It's quite a nice thing to drive actually. Oh my god! That was like third gear, subtle touch of the throttle. Steve, when I left his house just now, he was concerned. I could see Steve was concerned. Steve, I could see it in your face, he was worried, mate. Because you obviously know how powerful this car is and I don't. Yeah, I am used to driving big, powerful rear-wheel drive cars like my M6 with 750 brake horsepower, but with turbocharged cars, you've got to wait for the turbos to kick in. So you kind of get a bit of time to prepare yourself, yeah? But with a supercharged car, they're almost like their NA. They deliver power throughout, like quite consistent, quite what's the word? I ain't got a bloody clue what the word is, but you know what I mean. And just as I touched the throttle there, in third gear, low revs, the back end wanted to light up. We've got a dry day today, a little bit of the odd puddle here and there, but yeah, I am gonna leave the traction control on. One, because it's not my car, and two, because well, even if it was my car, I think I'd want to get the hang of it first, yeah. Like, even in fourth gear, it definitely wants to give me shit from the rear wheel. So, it's nice to get an American car on the channel because it's not a very brakes are proper sharp as well. It's had, I think it's had a brake kit, suspension. Even it's got these big fat meaty tyres, like all the little things that your average Mustang owner would want to do to their car. Steve has done it to his car, and that's why, like, you're probably thinking, well, Cav, why have you not bought this car? Now, the point of doing this video and future videos is, I think I want to try and get owners on the channel that want to sell their cars. That's got to be the key, like the dominant factor of each video that I do. Someone who's trying to sell their car, they've thought about selling their car, they're about to sell their car, it's quite special and they just feel that it deserves a bit more exposure than just a bloody eBay advert. Like this car's going to get washed out on eBay. People are going to look at the ad and question it and think, oh, is that alright? Is it done well? Is it done properly? And I think, you know what, I want to pick that car up, I want to do a video on it, I want to show the world how cool that car is. And I know lots of my subscribers, the people that watch my channel, have got some bloody special cars that they're considering selling. You know, we all like to shop and change, and I want to get you down to Binker. If I can't buy it off you, I can't promise that I'm going to buy all of these cars because that's impossible, as you can probably imagine. But what I can promise is that we get it on the channel, give it a bit of exposure. I might be able to sell it for you, I don't know, yeah, but it's good content. It's a way of combining the car trade. Let's just decide where am I going. It's a good way of combining the car trade with content. Let's get out in front of that Range Rover. Oh my god, this thing's a beast, man. Now, I actually done a track day in a 5-litre Mustang a few years ago. It was like a Ford test day. They brought us along and let us have a little tear up in a Ford Focus RS, a Ford Focus ST, and then a Ford Mustang. So it's front wheel drive, four wheel drive, and then rear wheel drive. And it was a bloody good day. And that day I drove a manual gearbox. There you go, that's full throttle. A manual gearbox 5-litre V8 Mustang, and it was impressive. Even in stock form, they're a cool car. And I did come away from that day feeling like, yeah, do you know what, I rate that car. I didn't love it, admittedly I didn't love it. I said that at the beginning of the video. I'm not a big fan of them, and I felt kind of the same when this car arrived. I also spoke about that, and when it arrived, I just thought, do you know what, this is cool. And I considered buying it. I thought this would be wicked for the channel. I need to get this car on the channel, and here we are with it on the channel. So weird about this car, or good about it, is the way that the power's just there. Like a second gear, there I put it in second gear. Do you know what? It's probably the most lively car I've ever driven. Do you know that? Like, it is so sketchy. I don't know how anyone could jump into the drive seat of this and just flat it everywhere with confidence. I just, like, it is, yeah, it's bloody mad. Yeah, I can see why Steve was concerned about me taking his car out for a tear up. So the subject of these videos, they're going to be called something like, I don't know if I'm going to name like a whole chapter of videos, subscribers cars or something like that. And it's just a way, like I say, of getting subscribers on the channel, your cars on the channel, and keep it car trade related. Every car's got a trade book value, every car's got a retail book value, and then some people want to demand beyond that, like this car in particular, because of the amount of money that's been spent on this car. You know, it's worth a lot more than your average naturally aspirated 5-litre Mustang. So this is the type of thing I'd love to get more of this on my channel. If you are about to sell a car and it doesn't have to be as mad as this, you know, you've tried to sell your car, you've not had much joy with it, get in contact with me, calvin@calvinscardiary.com, send me an email, make sure you send pictures of your car, and we'll try and get you on the channel. Come down to Pinker, we'll get a video of your car, we'll talk about the process of that you've had selling your car, and we'll try and find you a buyer for your car. Yeah, let's try and combine the car trade with content. That's my main motive, right? I'm going to end it here. I'll be honest, look, even though traction control's on, it's kicking in too late. Like, the car's sideways before traction control's there. I'm just so, like, you're not in this driver's seat, guys. If you were, you'd feel this car wanting to go in directions that I'm not telling it to. Yeah, so that's fourth gear, full throttle. It is absolutely bonkers, man. This car is mad. So yeah, gonna end it as that. Hit like if you like this video, hit subscribe if you're new to my channel, and yeah, if you've got any cars you want to sell, get in contact with me, cool cars, and I'll see what I can do for you at calvin@calvinscardiary.com. Alright, I think that's it. New video every Wednesday and Sunday. Give me a follow on Instagram, you know the drill. See you later. In the next episode of Diary of a Car Trader, another episode of subscribers cars. This one is, without giving too much away, it's a Nissan basically, and yeah, I'll meet up with this guy and you'll see what happens in the next video.